Okay, cool. We'll be able to talk to one person. I swear to God, if Duncan talks right now, I'm gonna scream.
Oh, howdy, Mars.
All right.
If
Yeah,
Duncan talks to
yourself?
Flop, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, that's good.
Have a good sleep.
Yeah, my back hurts from sleeping on the
I love
concrete,
Duncan.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Tyre, thanks so much for the
Yeah.
follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing great today.
After this little briefing, I'm probably gonna head home.
You're still sleepy?
Yeah,
I don't.
I might fall asleep in here.
BR
I didn't wake up feeling so
E.
Huh?
Okay.
feels so good.
With BR and E.
Who, you?
Um.
Oh. Yeah, I felt like that around 2.
What about? No, there's a B. No, it's not climb. Fuck. Oh, there's no R there. I think it has to end in ER. I think it's the only thing that makes sense. So if to assume that it's something, 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 ER, if we assume it maybe starts with, oh wait, no. Oh, hold on. No, there's no U. Fuck. Also, it's not a 5-letter word. Okay. B-E-R. Maybe. Let's try that. Something, something, B-E-R. Sober? Maybe? Sober would work.
They don't waste no time.
Okay, I'm right about B-E-R, but it's not sober. Okay, that actually, that helps out though. Wait, there's no O?
EMS is flagging down PD on radio.
Okay. Center for PD.
Turn right on red, right? Because somebody's trying to argue with me.
You can make it right on red as long as you come to a complete stop.
Boy, thank you.
I'm confused because there's no cyber? Dude, I don't.
I think we're about to see more hit and runs.
Why do you say that?
I don't
Have you
think
tried
it's
to hit the
Weber.
brakes going 55?
I don't think it's Weber. But if it's Weber, I'm gonna be pissed. Cause I don't
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think our CVPIs have, that's one of our strong suits. It's the brakes.
You sure about that, Mars?
Yeah.
I don't think they would do. Hold on.
Why you say that?
I don't know. I've experienced differently.
There's no way, dude.
It's gotta be gentle.
They wouldn't do Weber, would they? Would they double E me like
Yeah.
that? I don't know.
Be real nice to it.
No, Weber is a word. What makes sense though?
We'll get started in a few minutes.
Assuming it's an E.
Is that a photo of you, Captain?
Not funny.
I don't think it's double E. But if it's not double E, then what is it?
Howdy, Cornwood.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I need to check something. I'm gonna be. Actually, no, I can't. I can't be what I thought it was. I don't think this is the word. But what else could it be? Ever.
All right, can you all have a seat? Coco, who you talking to?
I was just listening to my voicemails.
No.
It starts with E.
Voicemails.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
You guys download the app.
Wait,
Fuck
what?
everything. God damn it.
Called VM.
I can't tell if you're actually being serious or not.
That's a hard word.
I mean, I just have a special phone. I think. Like I got it like one of the new ones.
Hell
no
is that
app- there's no-
supposed to mean?
There's no apps for the old phones.
I hope we get the new phone.
Yeah,
We-
I
we
think
do
they're coming
need
out
new
with some new
phones.
phones. Yeah,
New phone.
What? Where'd it go?
new apps.
What? That's hard, man. Ember is a difficult word.
All right. Everyone, please have a seat. We'll get started.
Oh, God.
Lotus, can you have a seat?
Uh-oh, I'm feeling a serious conversation to be had.
Duncan?
I feel like this is
Did
a
I see something you said?
No, I said Duncan.
Oh, okay.
double vowels as well.
All right.
E-N-B-E-R.
Welcome to Shift 3 meeting. It is January 28th, 2024. It is 0219 New York time. Captain Slacks. Couple of things we need to discuss. If you pull up your MVT, check your latest announcements. There's a lot to digest. A lot of new things are changing. The city council is coming together. They're voting on changes. A lot of legislation is being pushed. One that has caught my attention is the mutual combat. That scares me. I don't know what that means. Hopefully we'll get more information about it, but I worry that promoting violence to solve problems in the city will just give people a reason to be more violent.
It actually solves an issue of
I don't see that.
it solves an issue of, hey,
Announcements.
I don't want to press charges. I fell on his fists.
True, actually.
No, but when I think of mutual combat, I think of two parties going at it and agreeing to fight. And then from there to where charges do not get pressed because mutual combat.
Did Nakota talk to anyone about it? Like after the meeting?
No, I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I was busy with Academy.
Okay.
Captain Slacks, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We have state announcements, but we don't have any set legislation. How are we to enforce? Are we to enforce assumption right now, or should we be waiting for legislation to be put in place?
Coming soon.
I go by the state legislation. That's what I go by.
Understood.
So
So you want to still acting as if the speed limit's 35?
That was my
the speeds
follow-up.
have changed.
It's
The
already
speeds
been
have
updated, though.
changed. The other stuff is coming soon.
First degree speeding is $1,000 fine now.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
a lot to
so-
get pulled over.
I go by legislation. If it's updated, I go by. If it's not, I'll wait till it's updated to where it's effective. 'Cause that way, if I hit somebody with a citation, well, I got something that backs it up.
Yeah, I mean this announcement for the mutual combat. It says it's it's coming soon. It'll be in the
Thanks, guys, for all the
MDT
follows and
once
being
it's
here. I hope
live,
everyone's
once
having a
it's
great day,
live.
doing well, doing good. It's a fucking
Yeah, I don't know what
Sunday,
that means.
baby.
Like I said, I'm gonna inquire more about it. If you
I
hear
assume
about it, let
that
me know.
means that it'll be in legislation.
Yeah, but I just don't know what that means, though. Like, what is mutual combat, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's one thing to know about it. It's another to know how to enforce it.
Yeah, should be interesting times ahead of us.
Chicken
What
nuggets for
else?
dinner.
Oh,
Ooh.
repair kits. I'm not sure if they're fixed or not. Be careful. Also, if your the cop cars are smoking, there's a chance it might explode. Be careful with that. Careful with cop cars are smoking. Don't risk it. Call for tow. Get it transported to Mosley's. Repair it that way.
Well done, Cap.
And then obviously, lastly, Academy's happening for shift 2 of the weekend. Tomorrow's the last day. You'll see new, fresh faces around here. Sometimes in meetings.
Good job.
Just say hello. Introduce yourself. Coco?
I don't know if I'm blind, but I'm not seeing this this combat thing you're talking about.
If
I only see
you-
3 announcements.
If you look at the recent announcement and you look at the photos, they're not in legislation yet. It's the one under state announcements and new speed limits. They're in the photos. They were put out as just state announcements.
Oh, in the photos. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Sorry. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Captain Flax.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed with this new speed limit, I mean, people took the liberty of adhering to it immediately, and I don't know if anybody else has had a similar issue, but sometimes these cars fly by so fast that our radars are not detecting them quickly enough to actually get a plate read on them at their at the speed in which they're going, or the
So-
distance is too far away. So
Give me that feedback, and any time you feel like there's an issue, there's been a more productive way of providing feedback through the Bull Union George. There's been
Yeah,
changes made to it to where
Okay.
anytime you have any issues right away, go through that because the rich the right folks who are the people you want to talk to.
all right, 10-4.
I'm sorry. What did you call them?
Bull Union George,
Oh, the what folks?
the right folks.
Oh,
The folks that need the feedback heard, that way things get
I thought
better.
he said the richer folks.
Anyways, anything else? Anything else I want to bring?
You brought up the speed limits. That's what I was going to bring up. So I don't think.
How are the
Oh,
cars right
actually,
now so
yes, I
far?
do. I do have something.
Yeah. Go ahead, Maple.
Okay. I have a couple of things right now, actually. So that's it. So one thing, we had another situation just before the storm here with an incident involving sanitation workers and a kidnapping. There's an investigative report up about it. The victim lived, was able to tell a bit of a story about it. Apparently, there are people after the union. Some things that the victim stated in his report. There were some letterings used in the report by some of the people kidnapping him. Initials referring to people with initials GA, Mr. B, and Grandpa, as well as the term the executives.
They're probably done with the company.
So I don't really know much about that. But that seems to be something to do with these people that are after the sanitation workers.
Yeah. The information I've got is there's some sort of conflict between the company and the sanitation union. Some sort of a bad business deal. When basically bad between them, and that was bad blood. And as a result, people are being, caught in the crossfire, and folks that have nothing to do with this are being brought in because it's a way to get other people as far as business.
Mm-hmm. So that was the thing. Ended up bringing in Louis Fry and interrogating him. Recorded the interrogation, so that will be posted in the report later tonight, probably. But he wasn't able to.
Corin was
provide
always
very
doing
much
something out
information in
at the
regards to
meetings. What you
situation, so I
mean?
advised him that we're not pressing charges now, but we may, and we have 30 days to do so.
Okay.
Since he was identified by the victim, it's a bit of a tough one since it's only the victim that's able to identify him. So.
Let's see. Now, you're able to search by names, so let's try that. Try typing a name in reports and see if that works.
Under the advanced search cap or
No, just regular search. Anything regarding, like, if I write in Marty Banks, for example, all his reports should show up.
Head into bed. Have a good rest of your night. Appreciate
work?
you. You take care, Nix.
I don't. These not for me. I don't know those. Yeah. So that's the one thing I want to bring up. Another thing, I want to bring up for FTOs. I've spoken with Dakota about it. Right now, I am going through FTO reports and taking note and jotting down or writing down any FTO sessions that have been documented in terms of hours done FTOing, plus date and cadet that was taken, to consolidate that information for Dakota for potential bonuses if we have the budget for it. So, if you do take out a cadet, make sure you do your reports for it, because if you don't do a report for it, then it ain't gonna get tracked. So those are the two things. What's up, Mars?
There is the warrant for Samuel L. Jackson is approved, just so everybody knows. He's the one who robbed me at knife point, so just be on the lookout for him as well.
Samuel Jackson, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Just be advised, he doesn't actually have a PD gear right now, so you don't gotta worry as much. But
How did we search him, but he got away? What?
I mean, yeah. Just if you read the whole thing, Rami was his lawyer, and somehow while Rami was in there with questioning him, he came out with a knife and held Rami at a knife point.
Was Rami not frisked?
Yeah. Rami's knife was taken from. There's no explanation. Nobody knows.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, witchcraft. Got it.
Yeah, I know. Nobody really understood, but he came out of that room holding Rami at knife point, and he.
What is Rami? What is surprising? Rami snuck another knife inside.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, are we sure the knife came from Rami?
Let's be honest.
Because Rami lied to me last time. He said, I'm gonna check it in with the desk, and he never did, and I found it again.
That's why we frisked them. Are you guys not frisking lawyers?
Every single time.
So it sounds like the weapon came from someone else.
I mean, either that or he shoved it somewhere where he didn't look.
I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not gonna do cavity searches here on Mission 3D, but
yeah, if
definitely
they're willing to shove a knife up their ass, then all the power to them. That's all I've got.
Maybe it was like taped under the toilet.
I was about to say, if Rami had a knife in the fucking PD, why is this guy not under arrest? He's presiding over my case.
People when they go inside, especially for any weapons, just in case something like that can happen. All right. Anything else you want to bring up? Okay.
I do want to mention a couple things. One, I think every vehicle at this point should have the engine fully replaced, so everything should be in pretty good shape there. Some of the vehicles have been tuned to a little bit of different stuff. I wouldn't really go searching for anything specific or anything like that. Just kind of leave things as they are. I wouldn't mess with anything because I'm trying to keep track of how things are going, and I'm logging all that. So as far as vehicle stuff goes, we're looking a hell of a lot better than we were a few weeks ago. And the other thing I want to talk about, I mean, it's semi-related. talking about vehicles, this is now lockpick season. Okay, it ain't mag dump season or anything like that, but it is lockpick season, and people are
Lock your
finally
cars.
getting a hold of lockpicks and finding ways to jimmy cars open and whatnot. So, my opinion, just run every damn plate you can, because you never know what you're gonna find. A couple nights ago, I found a son of a bitch who I was just sitting outside of Crusade Medical. This story is actually wonderful. So, sitting outside of Crusade Medical, that gunfight's happening down outside of City Hall. I run this plate, see that it's flagged 1060, and I saw the guys park and run in. So I go and I just sit there and I wait. I see the sons of bitches come out there, and they walk away from the car slowly. They don't run, they walk, trying to not be suspicious. Now, sure as shit, that's more suspicious than anything, because you're in damn Los Santos and it's about tsunami time. Why are you going to walk away? So I take the car, turn on my lights, turn on my sirens, and I yell. I say, dispatch 100, 76 to Senior Buns. And I take just a little loop around the block, come back around. I sit behind the wall and I see them run back into their car. As soon as they get out there, they take off and I get their ass. Car is flagged 1060. The guy has an expired license. Turns out the license isn't even his. So misidentification and identity theft. He was trying to use somebody else's ID. GSR tested him because he had 2 bullets in his head. He bled out in the car. I told him to call his friend. He goes, "Hey, this is my friend's car." I said, "Call your friend. Get him over here. Somebody's got to pick up this car, otherwise you're getting joyriding." So tries to call his friend, bleeds out, and he's downed. I check all his shit. The only thing I regret is this son of a bitch had 93 bags of marijuana on him, and I didn't get him for it because I was rushing, and I didn't get him processed until I was not even a minute. It was maybe 30 seconds before the tsunami is when I sent him up. So I rushed and I didn't get him for everything, which sucks ass. But my point is run every damn plate, because you never know what you're going to find, and just keep an eye on people. So it's happening all the time. People are stealing cars and shit. And it might lead to something much bigger.
Yeah, I mean, we've had
Hopefully soon.
Oh, and I got a guilty plea on him after that, because he knew he was
Nice.
dead to rights.
Did he have a lockpick? You had a lockpick on him?
He did not.
Well,
That was great.
Going back to what you said,
That
as far
was
as
great.
lockpicks, make sure those are documented. Just like, anything we're trying to push as far as legislation, we can easily mark those as tools of crimes. If we find them with a, stolen car, and we can take those and, confiscate them and take them into evidence as a piece of evidence regarding being a tool of a crime. So make sure that's documented when you do that. Duncan?
There you go.
I just want to say one last thing, because it hasn't been said in a while. Remember, let's all get a "We Care" LSPD. We care.
We care.
We care.
Hello, Speedy. We care. Yeah. We care.
All right.
We do care.
That was the saddest group effort I've ever heard.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Y'all dismissed. I appreciate that. Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, Desmond.
Honor the text.
How's it going, Flop?
You're pretty good. Could I talk to you real quick? Just off to the side?
Yeah, absolutely.
All good. We'll step over here. If you'd rather talk somewhere else, let me know, but should be pretty brief.
No? What's the topic of conversation?
It's in relation to the incident that happened yesterday with the vehicle.
The explosion?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I sort of have an understanding as to what happened, but I don't have the full details from the opposing side. Would you be able to kind of give me a rundown as to, I guess, what happened from the time you guys had that person in custody to the time you guys, I guess, drove?
Yeah, so we switched out pursuit units. Rhodes was in a fresh cruiser. I was not. I took over his processing for that 95 Michael Manx. We just went to procedure. We searched him, found a knife, found empty bags, documented his rental papers, documented his bags, documented his ID. Asked him if he needed medical. He said no. Read him his rights. At the time, he waived legal counsel. We loaded him into the vehicle and we started transporting down to GOH to make our way to MRPD. Vehicle was smoking. We had just repaired it prior to arriving on scene using a repair kit. I mean, you saw that during the pursuit. It was smoking pretty bad. And then the vehicle caught fire. Let's see. I remember pretty much exactly where it was. It was just south of the Hookies, north of Chumash. Nope, actually it's further down than that. We actually made it all the way past Insano Road. I think we were on
At
passing
Insano
Road.
or like just passing it?
I'm pretty sure we were just passing it because I remember seeing the GOH Fleesa. Let's see. The vehicle caught fire. We pulled over, tried to get the 95 out of the back of the vehicle. Clover and I both attempted to pull him out, but the car exploded before we could do that. At which point a civilian arrived. They called 911, and EMS arrived a little bit later. But the civilian caught on fire. There was like a fire ablaze around the vehicle, and he ran into the flames. And he was mildly burned. According to the EMS, he was not, too harshly burned. Captain Slacks arrived. I think he arrived before EMS did. Yeah, he arrived before EMS did.
You said after?
I think he arrived before. I'm pretty sure he arrived before.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm just noting it down. Just to get an understanding as to what happened, because I just want to go back and ask questions as we go. Because I'm a forgetful fuck, if I'm being honest. But
I mean, I forget what happened, 6 hours ago. So.
That's fair. Okay, so Captain Slacks arrived before EMS arrived, you believe.
I think they called for you on the radio, sir.
They're calling for me on the radio?
With them. Hold on.
Center for 125.
I have an Ash catch up in the lobby, Missioner, wishing to speak to you.
Hey, firm. I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. Could you just let her know I'll be there in a couple minutes?
Hey, firm.
Awesome.
Ready to check.
All right. Yeah, like I said, I forget things that happened 6 hours ago. I'm pretty sure Captain Slacks was there before EMS. Anyways, we treated the officers. The EMS treated the officers. Clover and myself treated the civilian, treated the 95, transported us all to the hospital down here. Stabilized us. As far as I could tell, treatment was pretty routine. Doctors weren't too concerned with the level of treatment for the 95, Clover, myself, or the civilian. At which point we moved him to a secure room in the hospital, and then he requested a lawyer. He said he didn't want to answer any questions without a lawyer present. So I advised him of his rights again, since he had been injured. Wanted to make sure he was clear-headed. And then he re-invoked his wish for legal counsel. I told him we'd get him some counsel going. We had Xavier Monroe and Siobhan Fitzpatrick available at the time with their 2 legal aids. First Temple. I don't remember which name comes first. First Temple First. One of the 2. And then a Miss Idol, or Ida. Variety somewhere.
How do you spell her name? Idol? I-D-O-L?
Yeah, I'm looking. It's Idol. I-D-O-L. Luna's Goth. Luna's Goth. L-U-N-A-S-G-O-E-T-H-E. Luna's Goat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was First Temple.
Was it First
Yeah,
Temple?
Yeah, First Temple, Xavier Monroe, Siobhan Fitzpatrick, and Idol Luna's Goat. Once I was able to secure him some legal counsel, told him we'd meet him at MRPD.
I just want to clarify. Sorry, Luna's Goat.
Luna's Goat.
And Idol.
No. That's one person. Idol Luna's Goat.
Is her full name IDOLLUNASGOTHE?
Here, I'll send you a copy of her.
No,
ID.
no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I was writing that down correctly.
It's a difficult one.
Okay.
All right, that's sent to you just in case you need a reference.
Okay. So, I'm gonna sort of just. Actually, so they all came down and then what happened? I'm assuming around this time I was involved downstairs in the questioning at some point.
No, you guys hadn't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We still had to do the whole 9 for processing. So we got him fingerprinted. We got him his mugshot. Went through his his possessions. He was secured down in the drunk tank. I went to go retrieve his lawyers. It took a long time to frisk them, search them, make sure they didn't have any weapons, and then bring them down. And then to appraise him of the situation. I told him that at the time I was he was arrested for joyriding as passenger. The primary officers were still involved in the pursuit with his associate. And they would have, further details into his proper charges once they arrived. Which is, Rhodes and yourself. So, once they were appraised of the situation, they requested use of the interrogation room. So we moved Manx to the interrogation room. Gave him the room with his legal counsel, and a few minutes later, that's when you guys arrived with Alex Mal. Is that his name? Yeah, Mal.
Okay. At any point during the time of transporting, did the 95 give any verbal concern about the vehicle?
He did mention that the vehicle was smoking a lot, and I told him that we had patched up with a vehicle repair kit. Should be enough to get us to MRPD. What the fuck?
Gotcha. Were any other, I guess, remarks had up to that point between you and the 95?
Me and the 95. I mean, we were talking about just little things, Like, I don't even remember. It was just small talk to pass the time while we were transported. You know how it is. I generally don't remember our conversation. He asked about the car once. We talked about the car during that one mention. And then that was it. We drove for like a good mile and a half before the car even started combusting after that conversation.
Okay.
We're talking about food or something before the car exploded.
All good. Did you feel at the time of transporting the vehicle was in a safe enough condition to make it from where the 95 was to MRPD?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that's a CVPI, That's American muscle right there. That thing can suffer all kinds of damage so long as the chassis is not bent. I think it can keep going for hundreds and hundreds of miles. as far as I was concerned, that vehicle could have made it to MRPD and from MRPD to Mosley's.
Okay.
I did notice some of the tools, the items inside the vehicle repair kit were a little different than what we normally use.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I don't know if the manufacturer supplied us with some different tools or different different techniques to temporarily repair the vehicle.
Yeah, some different supplies. Do you happen to recall seeing the? Oh no. Poor Mars. This man cannot stop getting hurt with that fucking
He was
CB
down 5
bag.
times in my shift yesterday.
I know. He told me. I don't. God damn it, Mars.
I was only on duty for like 4.5 hours.
I was gonna ask one more question. Did you happen to see the announcement regarding how repair kits were to be, I guess, on hold for now?
No, that announcement wasn't made until after Captain Slacks secured us from the explosion.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. And my last question was, at any point did you feel that you should have or could have called another unit to come pick you guys up? Or did you not feel that that was needed?
No, I felt like the vehicle could have made it all the way to MRPD. I genuinely did not anticipate any mechanical failures, especially to the extent of an explosion. I mean, something's got to go seriously wrong with the vehicle before it explodes.
Okay. Okay. So all I'm gonna mention and all I'm gonna say up to this point is just make sure that you have a full statement in that report. There's no rush on it, but just make sure you have a full separate statement. I did see that there was 2. If you could just put a separate statement regarding the events that transpired up to the point of everything. I see it was already kind of notated, but just for now, having 2 separate reports would probably be more sufficient.
2 separate statements.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not pursuing anything. I'm just simply asking questions within shift. I was a witness to part of it, so I am passing along any of the information because there was obvious concern about maybe the situation that occurred, and I've
Are you talking about
informed
negligence or something?
there was concern for negligence, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm more or less looking for clarification. Because I was a witness on scene, I do not feel comfortable, following through and questioning everybody and actually coming to a conclusion. I feel like I have a bias on that. So I have my statement as well. I'm going to be passing it along to a captain. So you might get questioned by maybe Captain Turner down the road. But as of right now, I'm not doing anything with it. All I'm asking is that you have a separate report or a separate statement in the report for what happened. I don't really have any questions or other various concerns. Mainly my point of contingency was just making sure that you felt personally, in your expert opinion, that that vehicle was in a safe enough condition to transport.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this job for a long time, Vlad. I think you have as well. Right?
Oh, yeah. Vivado, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate you.
In my mind, that vehicle was fine. It needed to be maintained. Need to be repaired before getting back on patrol. But in my mind, that vehicle was fine to transport a vehicle in a 95. You know, especially in a non-violent situation.
Yeah.
It was super cooperative, just to drive down the highway. That's all it was supposed to be.
Okay. Yeah, all good. Well then.
So what can I expect from this internally? What's going on there?
That's what I'm not investigating. I can't investigate it internally. Or at least I don't feel like in good faith I can investigate it internally, as I was technically.
So there is going to be an investigation.
Turner is probably going to ask questions, yes. But your statements there, I would be surprised if he questioned you. Okay. I don't expect there to be much to come of it, to be honest, in terms of the internal side. However, they want to pursue on a criminal side is entirely up to them, if they so wish.
Side. Okay.
I don't know.
Can they pursue criminal charges as a claimant or a plaintiff?
If they claim that there was negligence involved in the transporting of him, they can probably try and make an argument.
Mm-hmm.
The important notes are in good faith. You believe that that vehicle was in safe enough condition in a non-violent way to safely get someone from point A to point B, but was not in a up to standard state to be on general patrol with. So I don't really have any questions for you from my side.
Okay.
That's
so you're saying they're trying to pursue criminal charges?
There is a possibility, yes.
I'm not sure how that's going to work, but you know, it's Los Santos. You don't know how things are going to work.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I more or less side with you a little bit on the circumstance of it all.
Well, you know how it is, Flap. I mean, we've been doing this job for a long time. It's just
yeah.
Like, your vehicle gets lost in the ocean. Your vehicle explodes. You know.
Yeah, I mean.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. I'm not too concerned, and I wouldn't be too concerned for you as well. Just be ready to answer questions if someone comes to you and asks you. I'm expecting to get questioned too, because I was a witness to the condition of the vehicle prior, which is why I'm not pursuing anything internally. I'm passing just your statement along to Captain Turner. Okay. And Captain Turner will reach out with any questions if he has any. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen Captain Turner on duty in about 2 or 3 days.
He's been working really hard, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's either getting on duty.
Doesn't he put in like 12, 15-hour days?
I think all the captains have. I don't know. I sometimes I'll be on duty 9, 10 hours, and I'll see Turner just getting on duty, and I'll say, "Good morning, Cap," and he'll go, "Good morning," and like it's really like monotone, deep, just morning voice. And I always get confused. I'm like, damn, that's something.
Hasn't even had his coffee yet.
Yeah. But yeah. So I think you're good, Desmond. Right. I'm obviously probably gonna ask Clover similar questions, but overall I don't expect anything from my side. Just know that there might be questions internally from probably Turner. I also feel like my side of questioning can't go anywhere internal, considering this isn't, Slacks was also, I guess, quote unquote, a witness.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you could articulate he was a witness. He's, responding to 13 Bravos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave this up to.
I appreciate the
yeah,
the honesty, the upfrontness.
I'm not out here trying to, I'm not out here trying to gotcha at anybody. I'm gonna be blunt with you. There is some transparency here. Could they try and pursue criminal charges? It would not be out of the ordinary if they were going to try. I would be prepared.
I just don't know how that would work from the plaintiff side, or the plaintiff side.
I don't know either.
In another city it makes sense, right? But that would have to come from a police department, criminal charges.
Yeah.
They could sue for damages, right?
I mean, essentially, the main points in a case like that is just your expertise to state that in good faith you believed that based on the circumstance that vehicle would have been safe to get somebody to MRPD.
Yeah,
that's like that is the drilling point. Granted, I'm talking to you from, I guess, me to you. I'm also sort of talking to you from senior to not senior, right? But at the same time, I'm not going to pursue anything internally, so I'm not going to sit here and grill you or press you. I'm just simply going to get the information and bring it to the captain and say, hey, this is what I have. If you have any questions for anybody, all people's names are there. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I wouldn't sweat it too much.
All right.
Appreciate you talking. I got to go see what the hell, I guess Ash Ketchup needs to speak with me for some reason.
Yeah, I think they said ass ketchup over the radio.
Oh, God. All right.
I say ass, I'm an Ash. Shit.
I don't, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, Desmond, we'll speak soon.
All right.
You take care, all right?
You as well, sir.
Honestly, after hearing his side, I don't see this holding up in court. Where'd she go? Oh.
There he is. I smell the smell of wet bed.
It's what the whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, what do you mean?
Hello, Flop Dugong.
Hello, how are ya?
Are you coming to do sanitation with us yet?
If I have one meeting with somebody, and I promise, hand to whoever you believe in, one meeting with somebody, I gotta get one statement, and I'm down to go today.
Wait, really?
Yes.
You might get hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, listen, there's been some people being kind of mean and not liking sanitation right now, but I'm sure that won't happen. I think it's all calmed down. But I just want to make sure you're aware.
I definitely haven't heard anything about that. That's crazy. Tell me about that. I've never sanitation being held up. What? That's crazy.
Unheard of. Yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, you did?
God damn
Yeah,
it.
by the same people.
Yeah. Oh my god.
God damn it. Yeah. Let me let me go have one
so
meeting.
if you'd like to come, feel free.
No, I'm interested. Let me just let me go have my one meeting with somebody, and I'll be good right after. I don't even have to leave the PD. So just so you know.
I don't have your phone number.
What?
I got a different phone now.
I just tried calling you. Did that work?
No. I'm in the yellow
She has a
pages.
different
Oh,
phone.
wait, I'm not in the
So-
yellow pages.
Oh, what happened to your phone?
I still have it, but I'll be real, like, I don't feel like re-adding all my contacts if I lose my SIM card to some naughty, silly person. So...
I do
Yeah,
actually
when I
hate
lost
that.
all my contacts, I was
Hello,
so
Nigel.
mad.
Is this the people who,
Hey,
who got
Ashley, one of
stabbed,
you
or
guys, one of you guys here for stabbing?
who was the
No.
one that? Oh, okay. Well, maybe
Okay.
inside.
Oh,
Oh,
inside, yeah.
Cooter.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
Cooter,
That's
I
me.
think.
He's,
He's inside.
somewhere around here.
Was that you, Flop?
Yes.
Alright, let me save your number.
I'm just gonna put you on my phone as Ash Ketchup New.
I'm putting you as Flop Bedwetter.
What?
Accurate.
What do you
That's
mean?
rough.
What the?
That's rough, Flop. That's rough.
What the
That's
fuck?
rough, man.
Why do you wet the bed?
I don't wet the bed.
You know, I asked Ziggy if you still wet the bed, and he said yes.
Of course
you
he
have
did.
a badge?
I do have a badge.
Yeah.
Does this look like someone who wets the bed?
Yes.
Okay.
You
I have a badge too.
Dugong.
Wait, why do you look so buff? What the fuck?
Yeah, you
That's our
photoshopped them arms. Don't even.
Yeah,
No,
that
I
was
didn't look there.
You kicked up them arms. You kicked up them arms. I know you
I'll go
did.
put it on.
You can see the
I'm gonna
curves
go
in
put
the
it on. You
wall.
guys stay right here. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. You see the background
Giga
looks
Chad
all.
filter over
You
him.
know. I kind of want to Giga Chad filter my staff profile now. Kind of cool.
Honestly, you should.
I need like
You
Giga
should
flop.
use that smiley app.
Wow, look at Twan.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Look at Twan.
Let me see.
What's happening on Twitter?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Got him.
I just have to be fine with it. So if this works, then I'd be kind of hypocritical of.
All right, thank you. Hi, my name is Brixton. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jay.
I am Brixton. We are now acquainted.
180 from 125.
Yes, we are.
Yes. All right, give me 1 second. I want to take care. Wait for this guy. Sir, are you off your phone now?
Stand by for 180. I'm in the car with her.
Copy that.
Okay. Do you need more time, or are you ready?
You guys in the motor pool?
Western parking lot, public parking lot. But we can be in the motor pool shortly.
That'll be fine. I'll make my way over there.
Alright, 180 on radio now. Sorry.
Copy. I have to go. I gotta go take a statement. I gotta go find.
Okay.
1 sec.
Oh, sorry. There's a lot of
180. Can I 25 with you real quick? Oh, you're right here. Hey.
Sorry, I'm just waking up, so I'm not
No.
very on the radio yet.
No, you're good. We'll be right back. How's your morning going?
Yeah, morning. Yep.
Morning. Listen, some of us are degenerates. It's okay. We can just admit it. It's okay.
No.
My morning started at 10:30 at night.
I just had a nana nap, you know? So it's like...
You ever...
When there's rainstorms and it just seems like the appropriate time to have a sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like being in shift 3 has actually ruined my like day-to-day off duty. I can't describe, like, I don't know. My morning routine, I used to like at night, it was like, all right, I want to have maybe just have a little, you know, sit back, relax, have a drink. Now it's like I wake up at the time I would sit back, relax, have a little drink, relax, right? Now it's like, damn, this is the equivalent of waking up in the morning and smoking a bowl. This is bad. This is not good.
Breakfast drink.
Oh, God.
Alcoholic smoothie.
We call that alcoholism.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think.
Is that just because of the time of day you're doing it? If you're not drinking at night, but you're only drinking in the morning, then isn't that not alcoholism? Because you're not doing it the whole day.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could be argued. I don't know.
It's only alcoholism if it's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
How do I know?
I don't know. I don't want to hold you for too long. I'm going to just be blunt with you and straight up. I'm sure Desmond probably just filled you in, maybe.
He didn't say anything.
Okay.
I just woke up. I
got you. So you were involved for the situation yesterday with the vehicle that blew up?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be blunt with you. I was technically a witness on scene. I do not intend on pursuing anything potentially internally, as I was a witness to partially as to what happened prior to the chase. I am, though, from a senior position, collecting statements from everybody, because the person did make comment of concern or interest of potentially pursuing criminal charges. I'm not entirely sure on the full context.
Okay.
I would not say you have much to necessarily worry about. I am, however, because Captain Slacks was also a witness on scene, which I'm sure you're aware of, I don't feel comfortable pursuing, even at that degree. I feel like at this point I'm going to be bringing this to the shift command, which at this point is going to be Captain Turner.
Yeah.
So I'm just collecting statements right now. I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to collect everything. You're not being pressed by me internally. If Turner has any questions about anything, he'll most likely reach out to you. I'll be honest, I haven't seen Turner in about 3 days. So whenever I see him is when he'll get the information. As long as we're caught up with that. Is that all good? Is that all cool?
Yeah, totally. Understandable.
All good. Awesome. Let me just get my notes ready. Give me 1 sec. All right, so up to the point of you guys arriving on scene, you want to give me a rundown as to what happened in your own words. Be as descriptive as possible, however you gotta. I know you're just waking up. If you could speak a little slower for my slow handwriting, that would be greatly appreciated.
I'll do my best. I have a habit of speaking too fast. Okay, so we're responding to that traffic stop, obviously, that you and Mr. Rhodes, Officer Rhodes, involved in. We were the tertiary unit. As Rhodes came over and explained to us that these guys were, you know, there was bags of weed found in the car. He was going to tell them they were under arrest. We got back in our vehicle expecting a chase. And that obviously happened. And we started the chase, and then we were instructed to come back and swap out because
Give me 1 second.
car was smoking. Sorry. Is that too fast?
A little bit, but you're fine.
I'll bullet point it with
no,
less
no.
words.
You're good. Let me just catch up on what I'm writing. You're good.
Sorry.
Bags of weed. They were under arrest. Okay, so for this first part, you said we were responding to the traffic stop that you and Rhodes were involved in. We were tertiary. Rhodes explained that there were bags of weed and they were under arrest. Myself and Desmond got ready to pursue. When we pursued, we were originally primary. And then what happened from there?
Either yourself or Rhodes over the radio asked us to swap out and take the 95 due to our car being smoked. Our car smoking. And so we obliged, came back and took over the scene in terms of handling the 95 so that Rhodes could join the pursuit.
Okay.
So yeah, Desmond just went through the motions of handling the 95, searching him, reading him his rights, that situation. And he was placed, I think he had a knife on him. And then he placed him in the car. And then it was communicated over radio by one of the officers in the pursuit that they weren't sure if the driver of the vehicle who was fleeing, if he had been throwing items out of the vehicle or if he was flipping you guys off. So we radioed in that we would take a slow approach back to the city and check for any items over the road that might have been thrown from the vehicle. And once the gentleman was in the car, we started doing that. So proceeded to drive south towards the city, slowly looking for objects, items, bags, anything that might have been thrown from the car. It was mostly noted that it may have been around the kind of Cassidy, Califia Way kind of entrances that he was noticed as to be potentially throwing things.
Hey, Fuzzy, give me 1 second. I
that
can't see all that
space?
chat.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Probably, I don't know, 10 seconds into the drive south, the 95 mentioned that he needed to meditate for some time and think about water. It's kind of a weird, I guess, like maybe he's just a water baby, but he said he needed to meditate for some time. And we said that's
I think there's
totally
one
fine.
tomorrow, Fuzzy.
You can be as quiet as you need to. And he probably became cognitively present. Like as we were approaching, is it the like overpass next to the bank? The Great Ocean Highway Bank? So just north of there. I mean, obviously the explosion, the explosion happened just north of that overpass by the bank, from my memory. But as we were nearing there, he became cognitively present, and he said, "How's your day going?" or something very nonchalant. And then there was a small period of quiet, and then he said, "Oh, so apart from driving down the highway and a burning engine, how's the day going?" And then fire. Suddenly, like I can't even explain how the timing was so spot on when he mentioned, he made a quip about a burning engine, and then suddenly there was fire. We immediately pulled to the side of the road. Was yelling. I jumped out of the car. I went to pull him from the vehicle. I was asking Desmond to step back so that we didn't all get hit if it did explode. Because I've never seen an exploding vehicle. But unfortunately, we were all incapacitated. then this gentleman